Can't tell you all that.
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you can't. Okay.
It's a secret?
It is.
I bet it is a secret.
I mean, I always would, like, batting baseball, I used to pick songs, and I would pick, like, something that it changed a lot. But,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, that's what's up. Respect.
When did you figure out this song? Yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
Was it, like, brewing, and you just kept hearing it over and over?
Can you give us a hint on the genre? Pop, rock, alternative,
K-pop,
rap and R&B, I guess.
dubstep.
I had a couple of songs picked out, and then changed at the last minute. I kept seeing
it come to you. It came to you. You didn't come to it.
It was said to me.
Respect too.
He was sitting on his roof meditating with a montage, like Karate Kid montage.
I'm picturing more of like Dragon Ball Z meditate.
I got this picture that he's on his roof right now, and
I was sitting in there like Dr. Strange.
All the outcomes.
But you have like that. You have that Karate Kid montage going to flashbacks. You know what I mean? Like the hair's moving in. You're on the Harley.
Yeah,
make that happen. We can make that happen. One wheel in.
The mullet's still there, flying in the wind.
We can get some extensions. We know people.
Got the Savage Association jacket on, just going through.
Yes.
Hit that intro, bro.
I got the yellow ribbon. So, it's okay. It's okay. How many times did you sit back just relaxing? Understand movements coming in, yeah, we got the packs in. I don't really wanna see no more traffic. Last pack just came in, let's get it out quick.
I had a hard.
Wanna be okay, wanna be alright.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Kathy and Susie's Kids. I'm Matthew Brooks.
I'm Jordan Duran.
And I'm Matt and Jordan.
Oh, what? You changed your name? I heard you're going to do that for us.
Yes.
So we're living in a world where you can change anything, apparently. You can...
Not me. But people can, yes.
Yeah,
people can.
You just have to be accepting, I think is the term.
Yeah, I don't mind what other people do, but I'm pretty good with me. So,
Killer B is back.
Brandon Killer B Davis back in the UFC.
Don't call it a comeback.
So this is a long time coming. I would say I'm surprised, but you know, I know you personally. I know the dedication that you put into this stuff. What did you feel like when you got the call?
Actually, I got a call from the matchmaker, Sean Shelby, and he don't ever call anybody. So he calls your manager, and your manager will let you know this and that. But it was pretty cool. So I felt good. He got a call. Like looked at my phone. It was a Las Vegas number, and I was like, weird. I get telemarketer calls.
Who do I owe money to?
Yeah, exactly. So I answered it, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, Brandon? This is Sean." I'm like, "Shelby?" He said, "Yeah," and then just.
So you knew then?
Yeah. Oh, I knew who he was whenever he said Shelby. So yeah, I could kind of tell his voice, but he was like, "Man, we hate how it the first time went through. We gave you a bunch of short notice fights and didn't work out, and we hate that it went like that. So we're not going to do that this time, even though I'm taking this short notice fight.
Yeah,
only one I will take." And offered me a couple of different dudes, and I picked one. That dude, I guess, turned it down, and I got this dude. So it is what it is. No. The only reason I picked the other dude is because I wouldn't have had to cut so much weight in such a short time.
So yeah, we were just talking about that. You hear how much weight this dude's got to cut?
He's gonna be at 135, correct?
I'm only got 2 pounds to cut.
Yeah, you look at. No, but for real, whenever you walk around at what normal every day working out before you grab the cut.
If I'm eating bad or if I'm
eating bad, yeah.
Eating bad, 169, 167.
So you're cutting that's a lot.
From there, that's 32 pounds, 34 pounds, 33 pounds.
How long does that process take?
Oh man,
Sometimes I can lose 5 pounds in the morning.
Oh yeah, I try. That's all water weight. I try not to get there too much. I try to keep it around. Since I fight at 135 now, I try to keep it max 156, 157, at least 10 pounds lower than what I was, because that 33 pounds is a lot.
Yeah, how long would that take? I mean,
doing it the right way. How
long would that take you? I mean,
doing it the right way?
Yeah.
Probably about 6 weeks.
Jesus.
The fast way.
The wrong way.
Yeah, the wrong way.
About 2 weeks.
What's the wrong way versus the right way?
Losing 33 pounds of water, and the right way is dieting down to where I only have to lose like 5 to 6.
So let's say you cut some weight, like you get to 135. What's your window of getting back to eating or
I'll
gain
have
weight?
a complete day, or actually got like I'll weigh in at 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday, and I think I'm the second fight. They start at 3 o'clock our time, so
For anybody watching,
3:45
Saturday,
yes,
this Saturday, 3:00,
ESPN.
ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus. Watch your boy. Come support us.
Yes.
Line 5. He's gonna do some.
So you're gonna be probably around about 4.
Yeah, 3:45. I would go ahead and have it on about 3:30, 3:45, just in case one fight goes pretty quick.
That's awesome that you're there, though. So for anybody watching, y'all don't know, Brandon is an MMA fighter. He's been fighting for a long time. We've got several episodes with him. You guys go check him out. Kind of watch the path that we've got to share Brandon's. But he's got his own podcast, Savage Associations, right?
Yep.
Working there. It's out there. We
Spotify and
He's everywhere.
we plug it. But so anyway, he's back in the UFC.
yes.
After a short stint of dominating Coast MMA. Right?
Also, you told me COVID kind of affected a lot of stuff. You had some situations.
Yeah, so I remember having an interview right when I got released from the UFC, and everybody was like, a lot of people were surprised, like, man, they did you wrong. You took so many short notice fights for him and all this. And I was like, man, I'm not surprised I got cut. But I told them I think it'd be a year and I'd be back in. Well, I didn't get to fight for a year. It's literally a year later because of coronavirus. I was supposed to fight in March. I got released in my last fight was like September 26th or 27th, something like that, of 2019. I was supposed to fight in March of 2020, and that kept getting pushed back because of coronavirus. So then it got pushed all the way back till September 27th or the same exact day. So I really got released in like November, but I said it would take me a year. If you take out the complete year where the coronavirus pushed it back, it took me exactly a year almost.
So you calling it? Which you're no stranger at calling things, man.
His last 4 fights were just incredible, huh?
They were definitely fun.
The last one was a no-hitter, I'd like to say.
It was a flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
You ever played
a minute 30, huh?
Minute 31. Got to put that.
You should, Brooks.
So how much different is the competition level? That's my next question. You go from, professional to professional, so it's still good.
So the last guy I fought, his last fight before my fight was a guy in the UFC, and it was a really good close fight. And then he's fought Corey Sandhagen, and I'm sure he's got other people in the UFC that he's fought, but he fought Corey Sandhagen, who's about to fight. He's fighting for a interim title fight coming up. And Corey didn't finish him, and he's never been finished by strikes or anything. And we went out there and finished him in a minute and a half, minute and 31 seconds with strikes. Yeah. And everybody thinks it was a left kick to the body, but it was a straight right to the body. And then,
we watched that one. We watched that one slow mo over here. That was awesome.
He came right after you won.
Yeah, I had the bell and everything.
Did the breakdown?
Go check that out. That's our last episode.
Yeah, that's right.
How many have you been on? 4 or 5?
5, 6. I don't know.
I know you're one of the first ones.
You're one of our co-hosts.
Yeah.
I think this is like the 5th, maybe, because I think we did one before that fight, and I think we did one after.
I remember
You're always welcome.
We did an episode where we just ate nothing but blow pops.
We did one where we ate pizza.
I need to get some more of those.
Dude,
we need to get some more.
He upped me to $100. So when he wins this fight, I have to pay him $100. I have to give him $100 in Call of Duty credit.
Well, you're gonna make sure that you need to give,
huh?
$100 worth of blow pops. You know, it's kind of like there's two flavors you got. There's like that.
I'm not gonna give you the ice is mine,
bro.
Don't tell everybody. They're gonna go order them.
Bro, they are the best.
You didn't come over and he took a box home at one time.
You gave me a box.
You couldn't stop eating them.
I know.
But going from now, you gotta do weight cut. You can't have them blow pops right now.
Yeah,
I know. But after come Sunday.
Are you craving any kind of foods? Because I know you just talked about your buddy brought you some beef jerky.
Not really. I don't know. My mind's pretty set that I want to make this weight cut as easy as possible. I can go eat something bad and just be one time and it not be like a lot of food. But then you take in sodium and carbs and all this and it makes it harder. So I'm like, no. Oh yeah. Speaking of the beef jerky, my buddy Aaron Hemmons has Uncle Billy's beef jerky, and I was trying to try it.
Did he name after his uncle?
I think his uncle actually owned it, and he bought it from.
Okay,
that's what's up. That's what's up. Well, we will plug you. That's our motto here, and we're always down to share. Where can people find this stuff? I saw it on your Snapchat where you're eating it.
I don't get to eat it, but
we just get to share it.
I get to smell. No, y'all can eat all of that. You're gonna like it. My wife literally tried it last night. She was like, "This is the best beef jerky I've ever had in my life." And this is extra spicy, but it's not spicy. That's my one thing I keep telling them. Got to make it spicier. And they just
hold it up. It's in Long Beach. It says
they just started where they could actually sell it today. So it's at certain gas stations, and they have a website which I don't have yet. So I told them to make an Instagram and social media, but tell me that ain't good.
On the spicy level,
another piece.
On the spicy level, I give it like maybe a 6.
Yeah, it's got a little kick after effect.
Maybe a 6 because it does.
I haven't need to drink. I just went back for another piece.
It does have a little after kick.
When you're selling stuff like that, you gotta advertise it.
Yeah, bro.
Because some old lady might eat some and then croak out.
It takes money to make money.
Absolutely. Well, I can't talk because I'm chewing on it.
Man,
I'll tell you right now, though.
I'm kind of jealous y'all are eating that. The watering.
Okay, we'll put this down.
No. Y'all eat. Y'all eat it.
We'll eat them later. Okay, that right there, though, needs to be a little spicier if you're doing calling it extra spicy. I'll be honest with you. But I will tell you, buddy, the meat,
keep it up.
The meat you're using, their texture is perfect.
Perfect.
It's not too dry. It's not too moist.
See, that's right
the there.
When you get the beef jerky out of the bag, like any of them out of the bag at the grocery store or this gas station, they're all
$45.
Bro, they're so expensive.
And if you would like to be a sponsor of our show, just let us know.
Yeah, Uncle Bill.
We will plug you.
They see there is that good. But it's all like when you get done picking up a piece, you can feel like the grease on your hand.
Oh man.
And then it's all super moist. Like that's dry where you can chew on it, but it's not too dry.
My mouth is watering right now. I want another piece. No, after this podcast,
beef jerky is it's always addictive. Like you open it up, you eat one piece, and the next.
Let's agree, guys. Blow pops, beef jerky. Okay.
Yes.
Crawfish.
Yes.
Oh, for sure. Pizza.
We're just doubling down on good food right now.
And then raw tuna.
Raw tuna's fire.
Yeah. I mean, come on, a raw slice of tuna. Oh
yeah.
So in the meantime of this training that you've been doing, you're teaching classes, you're teaching striking classes, right?
Yeah.
American Top Team.
Yes.
That's in D'Iberville.
And there's one in Gulfport.
So if you guys want to train with the best, you guys
I've heard
literally we're the only gym in Mississippi that's ever had anybody in the UFC, and we've had 4 or 5 of us now.
Mike Sanford is one of the owners now, right?
Yeah, Mike Sanford is the owner.
Dude, one of the coolest people. He shared a podcast. One of the coolest people you ever met.
I met Mike. Yeah, he's a good guy. I asked him if he knew you, and he's like, "Yeah, I know Brandon."
He got the
American Top Team actually did the insurance for him whenever they got it.
Yes. So I'm surprised it wasn't Donnie.
It was both of them.
Yeah.
So good dudes. Shout out. We'll plug them too. But is that helping you out? I mean, staying in focus, in always about fighting.
Oh yeah. Well,
you're not taking your mind off of it. It's like no rest almost if you're doing that also.
The thing about teaching is you always learn just from teaching and figuring out, well, you have to be able to answer the questions when people ask, well, why do you do this? Or why should you step there or do this? It makes you think more into it. So I've gotten so much better since teaching, which I've been teaching for probably 8 years now. So, but it makes me think as to why this needs to be here and this works and this doesn't.
I can imagine like the first time you did it, and you're like, I don't know, why do I do this?
Right.
Like, Brandon, I got a good question. Since Netflix has really been doing the whole Cobra Kai stuff now, do you get some new people signing up now?
That is a good question.
Not from that.
But you would think. I mean, when Three Ninjas came out, we were all in karate at YMCA right off the bat.
And if it is, then they've never told me. You know what I mean? Like they just come in. I mean, most of the people that started fighting when I started fighting is because of Dragon Ball Z. 100%.
Really?
100%?
Are you a Dragon Ball Z fan?
It was Power Rangers for us and Ninja Turtles.
The only one I can watch is Dragon Ball Z Evolution.
I'm not.
That was good.
What's the regular one?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, just that one. That was the one I watched.
It's great.
It was so long, but so short. Like the scenes would be so drawn out with talking. Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
But it's still so good. Yes.
I can only do The Last Airbender.
I
Initial D.
watched it.
Emily watches that one. Dragon Ball Z, try to get into it.
Bro, Dragon Ball Z is the titties.
And they came out with that.
They have a live action Dragon Ball Z now.
Think of Dragon Ball Z everything now.
Oh man, my sons will definitely be watching Dragon Ball Z.
So you're saying right there, I mean, that was it for you. You got it inspired you. You're like, you know what? I'm going to level up.
Got to go Super Saiyan.
So we can expect Super Saiyan Saturday.
Yes, Super Saiyan God coming out to finish this dude.
I mean, now you're straight, like your last few fights, you're going in.
So are you going to go for the knockout, the takedown, the leg bar? I don't know.
Going for the finish, however that may be.
The finish. I love it.
Do a combo, bro. Throw a combo in there and
More
just keep
combos.
going. Yeah.
Got to.
The last fight looked like Mortal Kombat, like you said, the fatality.
The flawless victory.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you never watched or played Mortal Kombat, the flawless victory is when you don't get hit at all and you finish your opponent, whatever.
All right, so let's talk UFC for a little bit, man. So what do they do when you get signed? Like, how do they roll that out? I mean, you're going to a hotel. They got training facilities and stuff there. Tell me what that consists of.
So I've only been to one fight since they put you in a hotel and you get to do whatever you want. You want to go downtown, you do all this. But since the coronavirus, I've only been to one fight, and that was one of Chase's where I cornered him. And they put you in. They have like their whole hotel that they not own, but I guess are renting out for good, I guess. And it's like an apartment dorm style where you have 2 bedrooms in each little room, and then they'll give you 2 rooms, so you'll have for all 4 of your people. And literally, you are stuck there. You don't get to leave. You don't get to go order food. The only place they'll take you to Whole Foods, and they'll take you to the UFC Performance Institute. And other than that, I will be playing Call of Duty and cutting weight.
Yeah, I got to see I watched the tour of the UFC Apex.
I don't even know if I've seen it. I've been there plenty of times, but
Robbie, he's the Barstool kid. His name's Robbie, and he's like he calls him Uncle Dana. And said, he's a wrestling fan. And
what's the Apex? What is that? Is that the
it's their facility?
Arena?
Yeah, it's like
It's
right next to the UFC PI, and it's like where they have a cage and that's set up for them to do the Contender Series and everything like that. So it's just like their own little arena.
Where's that located? In Vegas?
Yeah, right next to the Performance Institute.
I bet that's dope.
It's nice. It's a smaller cage than like the big ones you fighting in pay-per-view, but
so I mean, watching some of the most recent ones, it's been weird because like there's nobody in the crowd.
That's how it'll be.
You know.
Yeah, well, that's how I got into the UFC fighting on the Contender Series.
Right.
There's no crowd.
Yeah, so you're used to it.
Oh man, I love it.
But the crowd will be back one day.
Well, they have pay-per-views with the crowd.
Is it picking up now, or are they taking back on restrictions?
So at least once a month, you have a pay-per-view every month, and that pay-per-view will be filled in a stadium.
I remember watching one, and Trump was in the
I think
background. They kept editing him out.
Yeah, hopefully, he's at this one. You never know.
Yeah, he might be.
No, he's not going to be at this one.
You don't know that. I've never seen that.
Can you share the podcast? You share the podcast? We're live.
Yeah, I can do that.
What do you mean?
Can you share it?
Can I share it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can I share it?
Forgot to even do that. The intro.
We always forget something, guys. Sorry for bearing with us. We're not perfect. I know it may seem we are. But no.
All right. I know our girls are watching. And then we have the Boothbys. Thank you for buying a mattress recently.
Yeah, Gary, read us some comments.
Yeah,
Man.
we just got Boothby in there, I think.
Hey, I need to get one after this fight.
There we go. 200%.
Comments.
Yeah, comments
Yes.
with Garrett.
Yes.
The Boopies, best podcast ever.
Yes.
Thank you
We've been
so
saying
much.
that for years. Thanks, sir.
What was it?
JDM Hatch. Fist.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's one of our Call of Duty buddies. He's back to
Who's that?
one of my buddies out of I think Miami. He lives in Miami, but he's like one of James Bennett's. When I started playing Call of Duty, he just had a JDM Hatch, big time car guy. Got into gaming.
Fists back to you.
Yep, has one of them crazy Jordan collections and like a $10,000 computer.
I got it playing, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
you gotta
how to
pick audio.
Share it. Oh, here we go. Look you there.
Oh yeah, is that no? That's an Android, right? How do you feel
Yes,
about
it is.
Android?
Never going back.
Even though
So
me and you
your Android and your Xbox.
Yes.
You'll never get an
sponsorships
iPhone?
out of here.
Huh?
you'll never get an iPhone.
Never going. I used to be team iPhone forever. Like you couldn't talk me out of it. And then finally one day I broke my phone and you know what? I'm going Android.
Try something new, or
So many people tried to talk me into it. So I was like, I'll try it. And I'm never going back. That you're following the crowd. You're stuck in where the government's controlling you without.
but isn't it like isn't it like a best of? I mean,
No, that
just
phone,
one or the other. That one's two.
those phones.
That two.
Those phones.
That two.
You can only do so much. This thing right here is a computer. I can literally change anything.
They're
I want
both
to.
computers.
No, that is
It's a war. I mean, it's a war. Like
that
but
right there.
But it's
you
like
can't
they're
do
both
whatever
ran by the same.
you need to
people.
have Brandon. What is his
Because
fist?
at the
UFC
end of-
fist.
At the end of the world, or at the end of the day, they're still phones and they're run by.
You're limited.
It's like Republicans and Democrats. They're still ran by the same puppet master.
Yeah, but you're limited, and I'm not.
I'm not limited. I have PCs and
You're limited with that. Now, there is one thing I do like about iPhone is that you can transfer and share your stuff so much easier.
AirDrop, bro.
Yeah,
AirDrop.
between stuff. So that is better. That is the better thing. But now, as far as the phone and how it works, no.
It's just tough on me because I have to when I send over pictures, we have to send pictures through Instagram or
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
yeah, because
or-
it gets all distorted.
Yeah, why is that?
Because the war.
I found out.
I know.
You gotta,
I know that they could fix it, but they don't want to.
no, but I know what it is. You got to change with your whatever provider you have. They have a data plan. You have to change like your data plan, and you can get the quality photos. Because Dean and Brian do Motorola Android, and I was like, Brian, why do I send a picture and you get my full picture, but when I send it to Brandon, it's like a little thumbnail? And he's like, because he has to pay for like a certain data texting plan.
Who's getting charged extra now?
Data.
If you
I
got,
have unlimited, boy.
I know, but there should be some kind of
The
like,
restrictions.
yeah.
See, you're the one who's restricted.
Yeah.
I'm free.
0%.
I'm free to
It's
just
just like this-
airdrop. I could airdrop to anybody who's accepting right now. One button. No, I'm just kidding.
Are you gonna really?
I can't.
I mean, there's only a distance, so we can airdrop like Garrett. I don't think we can airdrop
to
to.
the world.
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna start spreading our podcast. We're just gonna walk around the
An
mall,
airdrop.
airdrop it to everybody.
When's the
who's
last
phones
time you've
on.
been
Hey,
to the
that
mall?
would actually be pretty good.
I think like Christmas time last year, I bought some presents. I
I
don't really go often.
I get
I'll
sad
go
when
Amazon.
I get sad when I go over there.
Bro, our mall, you would think on the coast you'd have a decent mall. It's pretty janky.
It's better than the mall in North Mississippi.
No, it's not. And
Some of
Tupelo,
them, not-
the one in Tupelo is way not.
How about Hattiesburg?
Yeah, it's
Never
better
been.
than it's way better than Hattiesburg
It has to
Mall.
be. Hattiesburg doesn't have anything.
Well, you know, they had the whole outlet mall craze.
Hmm.
And then, you know, Edgewater Mall used to be, I mean, it probably still kind of popping. I know they got
It's
some.
more popping than Singing River Mall.
Yeah, I know. But I miss Singer River Mall because of the movies. $2 Tuesdays. You got to see a
Oh
movie.
man, that's awesome.
And beer was served. Now you go, of course, they have it at Biloxi, but
I like to watch my movies on the couch now because
Yes.
you can, and that's
Yes.
that's way better than going
Yes.
anywhere and being forced interaction.
I
with people you
did
don't
like
do.
that when I came down here. Like, you could actually buy beer at the movie theaters. I always said that should be a thing. Up north, it's not a thing.
You can even buy beer.
Dry
up
County's probably up
You-
north, huh?
No.
Oxford
I mean,
was when we were in
Bro,
college.
when, when I was in college, you had to buy the beer hot.
Yeah, it was
Couldn't
hot
buy it
beer
cold.
for us.
Like,
Yeah.
what? Get
Now
out here
they've
with
changed
that.
No, wait, hold up. What's going on here?
Yeah, it was.
Never heard of
It
this.
was a dry county, but it wasn't dry because you could still. They had liquor stores, they had beer, but they didn't have any cold beer.
You couldn't buy beer cold.
So you're telling me right now you'd have to
You
ice.
had to plan ahead.
Did they sell ice?
Yes.
Yes, but you'd
You'd have to
Did they sell
have-
ice chests?
It was. I think it was more of like an old
you
school
had to plan
rule.
ahead. You had to get your beer early.
Yeah, it
Put
was
a
like
little
old
salt in
school
there.
rule to make you not drink and drive or
Yeah,
drink
well-
right off the bat drinking. But I mean, growing up in Mississippi, man, I know people who drink their beer hot still.
Right.
Like, I don't even-
I know we had Brandon Bailey that was like 15 with a full beard and got us all kinds of beer here. in
There's
Atlanta.
certain beers like a Miller High Life is not the best beer, but it tastes. I mean, it's not terrible either, but it
the
tastes
champagne of beers.
the
dude.
champagne. Hey, it tastes decent cold, and then it tastes decent hot. It doesn't fall off,
I lived off of
but
Key,
it never exceeds.
I lived off of
Ever
Keystones.
since it's here.
How about I used to live off of Keystones, 30 packs.
Ooh, booty.
Yeah, that was
That's what I did.
rough.
Booty. I did too.
I'm
when
so
I was
glad
first
we've-
in college.
we came out.
I'll never
Come
go
up's been
back.
fun. Right?
And then that
Bro, I used to find that orange can.
I don't hardly ever even drink beer anymore. Every now and again.
everything was on a budget, man. I mean, it was, do you get,
Bro, I was a broke college kid.
oh, I mean, now, of course, most of the beers I drink are Shandy, but Bush Light we go to now.
I still,
Ronnie Don, thank you.
If I was smart back then, I'd go buy a 30 pack for $15. Rather, I would. If I was that broke now, I would go buy a 12 pack of Budweiser instead.
Dude, Budweiser will do it to you. I had to quit drinking Budweiser because it started making me really fat.
Is this still
I
your,
just told y'all this is not the beer.
you're lying,
What
right?
you eat,
But the
while
beer
you're
is
drinking.
definitely part of it. And 12
Yes.
Budweisers, you'd be crushed. All right.
Can you drink 12 Budweisers?
Bro, there's one day we had. It was me and Zach Fears at my house. We drank 96 Budweisers.
Just two of you?
Yes,
I bet y'all peed a lot.
we were. We were wasted.
Were y'all just sitting on the porch?
No, we're playing spike balls. First time I ever played spike
What's
ball.
spike ball?
No.
So we got like the little trampoline, and you got the ball, and you got to jump and throw it on.
Okay, I've seen that. I've seen it on Instagram or videos and stuff.
Beer pong, and it was just a day of festivities and drinking at the house. Between
Do you remember like passing out?
No, it didn't pass out.
96 beers.
Now that was over. We started drinking at like 8 o'clock, and that ended at.
I think the most I've ever had
The
was
next day.
definitely a case. Probably one of the Mardi Gras days. But
I
it's an
just
all
don't
day.
like drinking that much, man. It makes
Well, you
me
don't
feel
ever
bad.
really. You don't drink.
I don't really drink that much most of the time. Now I can drink a good bit. I don't even really like getting drunk too much. I like to be able to have that buzz
In
that makes
control.
me feel perfect, and then getting drunk.
It's a tough thing that when you do the day drinking. Like when you do the day drinking, because it just goes on, and you're like, especially like Mardi Gras, it's like
yeah.
your conversation, beer. You're like 12 hours in.
Well, the problem is like if you
Slurring.
start in the morning or something, and you're drinking mimosas in the morning, and all that sugar gets to you, and you have that like sugar high, and it makes you. That's what makes you have a
Yeah.
hangover.
I can't do mimosas.
I love a mimosa. I love a Bloody Mary, and I love a mimosa. I usually like get one of each at the same time, because then you get that like salty,
Sweet, salty combo.
salty hot, and then the sweet. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I do like beer mimosas.
Poor man's mimosa.
Lauren Turner makes them at Making Grocery. Shout out, we will plug you.
Hey,
Howard Avenue.
I do like I've never had that, but I want to try that. And I do like the Bloody Mary beers. You know what I mean?
The coladas.
Yes.
I don't like them.
I've
They're
never
so gross.
had one.
I had one in New Mexico when I was at Cowboys. We went to a beer tasting.
And guys, he's talking about Cowboy Donald. Is he going back too?
Down the surrounding. He's got one more fight left.
He said I'd seen him post something about he got a phone call.
Yeah, he's got one more fight left. I think he's in Vegas now. I just messaged him the other day. He's like, hell yeah, he's happy to hear that I got back and everything. So I'll probably see him while I'm up there.
Cool.
If he comes to the fight, and that I have to see him after, because I won't be able to go out and see him.
So they do keep you guys like pretty much quarantined and
Locked down.
they don't want you having any contact with any of the outside people. So who you bringing?
I got Alan Belcher coming. I got
Manifest right here.
yes, sir.
Yeah, sign looks great.
Alan Belcher, Mikey Triangles, Mike Sanford. And then I had a spot for a couple, like Tyler, he usually goes in corners, but he got to do some thing for the fire department. And then I was thinking of bringing a few people on. I was like, man, you know what? I'll let one of my buddies come that hasn't been, he's been to a fight. He's been a good buddy of mine since we were in high school, and one of my best friends. And I was like, man, he's never had the experience of like being to the cage in the locker room and seeing all that. And I was like, man, I mean, I don't need another coach there with me. I'll let my buddy come in.
Hell yeah.
So he's Blake Nobles.
Nice.
I think you might have met Blake before.
That's awesome though. That's that you got your crew. I mean, and they're letting that happen. I mean, it would suck if they said you guys come fight, but you can't bring
What's your
anybody.
costume you wearing out? What kind of costume are you gonna wear out like when you step out?
Nacho Libre.
Yeah, like do you have like a cape? When you get out there.
What do you mean? You gotta wear what they give you.
But they don't get a cape?
What do they give you?
Like,
I mean, they always give you gear.
crypto.com shirt now. It's crypto.com.
They give you gear, right?
What do you mean?
Like this hat. And-
Oh yeah.
and
So
such
when
like-
I get there, the first thing I gotta do when I get there is they're gonna take me to go get a physical and everything. They're gonna pick me up from the airport. Then I gotta go get a physical, and then I come back and I gotta check in and I gotta get they'll give me my bag, and then my bag will have 8 shirts and 3 pairs of pants and a hoodie and a bunch of stuff.
And I can't can I get something?
But they give me I can change the size, because I have so much stuff.
yeah,
This
I don't
right
know if
here,
you got
though-
any XLs.
This right here is a manifest, because like when he left, he had this hat, and I said, man, I want one of your UFC hats, and you sign it. And he signed this for us. And it's been back here this whole time, but this is after he got let go of, and to see him sign this, because we always knew he was going back. I mean,
Yeah, it wasn't
we
even.
say that. We say that.
No, I did. Me and Jordan have been pretty confident.
after the second,
Go
these
back
last-
and watch the episodes when we're sitting there.
yeah, these last 2 fights, yeah, it's game time. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like these last 2 fights, like okay, this is if nobody's watching this, they're not, they're really not trying to go after athletes, because you're running around just for performance,
dominating.
accurate.
Yeah, and Jordan helps, because he was like, man, go out there and you can finish this dude. And like,
Just
you
the
got
hype.
power and this and that. So a lot of times I go out there and I just have fun, and which I don't do that anymore. But
And we don't
I
have
just go
fun?
out there and
You better have fun.
but no, I'm saying I go out there and just have fun, and I'm not trying to finish the dude. And now I'm trying to finish the dude. I'm in there. This is business. Yeah, it's going to be fun, but I need to treat it as a business, because
Yeah.
if not, they're going to let you go, because it's a
It's happened.
business.
His last fight, he
Yes.
thought about the $50 Call of Duty gift card.
Hey, it's already been used up.
But I mean, I like how you're kind of loading, I guess, the payout of it a little bit to motivate you. I mean, with the mind, I always try to talk myself into things, and you get more, I guess, results from that whenever you firmly believe it, and you're going to go in there, and there's more than one motive, even if it is, I'm going to knock this guy out and take Jordan's $50 gift card.
Knock this guy out. Hopefully, go get a bonus. I don't even care if it's knockout. I don't care if I take him down on a hill. I don't care if I.
Just finish.
However,
his fighting though, like if you go back, watch his videos. He's so accurate with his swinging. This is something I've noticed. He's so accurate and he's got power. When he hits people, it's like wow. And you can look at him. You can tell it's not like a little light jab. It's like it's done. Not again.
Yeah.
Well, did you watch the fight that just happened this past weekend? The heavyweights.
Oh yeah, Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
that was
entertaining.
Bro,
right?
I was surprised at how well Deontay Wilder still throw a hard right hand when he could barely stand because he was so tired.
Yeah, both of them were gas at the end of it, and
I don't think Tyson was as gas as people say. I think he was actually doing pretty good, but Deontay could barely stand up. He was so gassed, and Tyson was hurting him. But, but it was more fatigue.
I mean, those are some big old hands that were being.
Well, Tyson's definitely a skill player.
Oh, bro,
he's playing chess. That's why
skill, and you wouldn't think a guy that looks like that could have such good cardio, but it's good. I think that was me.
Yeah, no, but he definitely what Wilder is talking about. Wilder is he's got that one right hand, and it's it's a serious thing. He's very serious about that hand. But he was talking on his interviews. It's like you can tell this guy's about chess. It is definitely he's expecting all these moves.
So if you were to go and pick, you see the two pictures they have it on Instagram, whatever, and you see Deontay Wilder just bulked up, shredded, and then you see Tyson Fury looking
dad bod,
super dad bod.
I was a fan because I have a dad bod.
Yeah, me too.
No way this dude's beating this dude, and no way that dude's gonna have better cardio, but.
What do you think about his brother fighting Jake Paul?
I don't know. I don't care.
You can't judge a book by the cover, though. That's what they say in fighting, right?
They say that in life.
In life, true. Yeah.
Are you gonna? But I mean, I'm gonna watch Jake Paul. And
yeah. I mean,
I watched the dad interview and the brother interview, and they're Tyson Fury's dad was like, if he loses to Jake Paul, we're changing their last name. I'm gonna beat my kid with a bamboo stick.
He's Lonzo Ball in the situation.
Oh yeah,
you're not gonna be a Fury anymore.
Yeah, you're not. We're disowning you.
You can't carry the Fury name.
Yeah, and they both look alike, like the Tyson Fury.
Hey, I just now, so I guess, and I've saw a post where Jake Paul was like, "Man, I'm putting you on the map. You're getting all this off of me. Like you didn't have." I didn't know who that dude was before Jake Paul. So yeah, he is doing that. But I saw a picture of him the other day. That dude's yoked.
Fury.
Yeah, Little Fury.
What's his name? Little Fury. What's called Little Fury?
Matthew Fury. Matthew and Jordan Fury.
Well, he wasn't
Tommy Fury.
Tommy.
He wasn't the most famous Tommies when we were looking at those.
What is this software app you're looking at there?
Oh, it was just the Google machine. Me and Brandon were playing a game. Famous names.
His didn't work right because he was on the iPhone. But
you think there's a difference in the way you search?
Yes, 100%.
What about the way that it target advertises you?
Oof.
So me and Garrett were just in there doing some prep work before the show, and we were talking about Reeboks, and we pulled up a pair of new Reeboks on the computer. Now, when I sat down at this chair, it popped up on my phone.
So last night I had somebody ask me we
were on the regular computer,
what type of Assault bike I had.
They're about the Reeboks about to pop up on everybody's shoes. They're on wrist.
Yeah, it's listening. But they were like, "What kind of air bike do you have at the gym or whatever?" And I couldn't remember, so I looked it up. And then ever since then, every ad I have.
So they're the same. They target advertise exactly the same. See, that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing.
Well, yeah.
At the end of the day,
there's some
Terminator's coming.
There's some guy in a room with white walls, with nothing but just imagine an infinite white room. Some young controller of the world. Just some tech control. We don't even know this guy.
Well, have you seen the Loki show?
Mm-mm. Yeah. Yep. Okay. There you go.
Yep. At the end.
Yep.
Hey, that show is great. You need to watch it.
You need to check it out.
Yes, 100%. It's only like 8 episodes. It's amazing. I was surprised. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. It was really good.
I've been on an old movie kick. So over the weekend, I watched Free Willy. The first one. You remember that movie?
Yes.
And then last night I fell asleep watching Free Willy too.
Did he like bust a window with a baseball? Or?
No, yeah, he did in his bedroom. But I mean, I'll give you guys a quick review real quick.
Okay,
It was
let's go
very
with this.
creepy. It was very nostalgic.
Creepy. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, because I mean, as a kid, you thought it was cool, right? I mean, so it came out in 1993, which put me at 6 years old. But you had 3 years old whenever you saw it. And the little kid was a juvenile with no home. He was homeless. Him and a bunch of other kids were just like rummaging around looking for food. And that is how the movie starts off, to where they're like pulling sandwiches off of people's plates. Yeah, for me too. And I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, I remember this whenever I was 6 or however old, yeah. And they graffitied the tank.
Yeah, so he had to go.
And that's how he got Kyle stuck working there. And then he turned into the trainer and so on. And they freed Willie. But Randolph, the old man, like
can't tell people.
What, you want me to spoil it? Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
Spoilers.
We got it. I mean, I'm curious.
It's only 18 years ago.
So the first, I guess, where they were trying to free it, do you remember why?
Was he not? I know the other ones were right outside of the thing.
Yeah. But do you remember why?
No. Were they gonna?
Okay, so at some point they were talking about wanting a bigger tank and they couldn't afford it. So they sent somebody down there to bust the tank so they could try to collect the insurance money.
Oh.
And they were going to let the whale die. And they found out, I guess the tank was draining. And that's why they took
the
it.
insurance guy they talked to?
No. We wouldn't. We pre-qualify our customers, so we make sure that we don't have any morally conflicting.
That movie came out in 93.
93.
Hey.
Okay, so then I found out the sequel
Was
Free Willy 2 was 95. And the reason that they were freeing Willie in the sequel was because of an oil tanker ran aground.
Do you know that the only time killer whales have the bent thing is if they're
in captivity? I learned it this weekend watching Free Willy 1.
I watched the Free Guy.
Have y'all watched Squid Games?
I have watched.
No, I have not watched it.
Squid Games.
Squid Games was creepy.
I wasn't gonna watch it. My buddy.
Is that like Simon Says movie?
Dallas Cowboys game.
I don't think it's Simon Says.
We came back from Dallas Cowboys game, and my buddy's like, "Man, you need to watch this. Pretty interesting." I watched like 6 episodes that night.
Yeah.
So kind of what's it about?
Episode 2 lost. It was slow. I called it. At the very end, I was like, mic drop. We don't want to spoil it for anybody, but
spoilers.
it's about people who are in deep debt
or
addicted to gambling. I'm kind of filling it in for him. And there's a group of, we would say, higher or I don't even know.
You don't even know. They still don't tell you.
They really don't tell you. They're going to continue the story.
Yeah.
Does anybody die?
Not at all.
But anyway, it's a chance to win money.
Bro,
so it's like a game show.
Die. It's a game, and I can tell.
It's like Fortnite. There's 99 people that start, and there's one person that finishes.
What kind of movie does it remind you of?
But it doesn't tell you there's only going to be one person.
That doesn't. Yeah.
But it's I could tell in the beginning we're like, oh, we play this game. If you lose, you're eliminated. I was like, oh, somebody's dying. That's what eliminated means. You don't say eliminated unless you.
So it reminded me more of like a Saw. It's like a suspense.
Yes.
Or kind of, yeah.
It's really good.
Okay.
You should check it out.
Get past episode 2 and you're
episode 2 is slow, but it fills in the void to be able to explain the rest of it.
Yeah, you have to see all that.
I've been really dived into.
Yeah, I finished it.
It's good.
It's really good. And it made all them people millionaires. Like they were just like B-rated actors over there, and all of a sudden they're all millionaires now.
In real life, they're millionaires.
They're signing up. Yeah, they're signing up now for second season, and you're gonna. Okay, so here's the true story on this. I saw
the 10 years.
I saw the previews on it 6 months ago. Maybe a little, not quite that long, but it was all in. I guess it's Japanese or Chinese. And I'm like, oh, it looked cool. I was like, I want to watch it. Yeah, it is Korean. So I was like, I want to watch this. And I put it on. It was all, I didn't understand a word they were saying. And I was like, oh, there goes that.
So what might turn some people off is like the lips don't match because they don't.
Well, they didn't know. They didn't release that like that originally. It was all released in Korean. And then they came back and dubbed over it. That's when I saw it the second time. I was like, dang, I got words.
So yeah, they, what I read this could not be true, but I think it's true. They try to give this to Netflix like 10 years ago. Netflix wouldn't take it.
I heard that too.
And but so the milestone match is like you watch an old Godzilla movie or something, you see them talking, but
yeah, they just dubbed it over with American.
But man,
English.
Once you get past that, it's amazing. It's really good.
We're gonna try.
When I say amazing, it's a really good. It's interesting.
I think you're gonna see more of a crossover now because
they've already had that. So there was some show on Netflix that's supposed to be like the dude's supposed to be like Thor or something like that. But I remember I tried to watch it a long time ago and it was in like German or something, and you could read the subtitles. Like,
Hell no.
can't do it.
I mean,
But now they put it on there and they have like the dubbed over it.
okay.
So I was like, and I think
What do we got to do to get our voices as dubbed over actors?
I bet it would
Bro,
be easy. Send a
if y'all
letter.
are
Just send a
watching
letter.
Netflix-
Send a letter in.
we got to move to like Virginia
Audio
or somewhere
clip.
where we don't have any type of accent.
You're right. Speaking of Netflix, did you watch the new Chappelle?
See, that's
No,
what I was
I
about to
need-
say.
I'm-
That's
I've watched
something
it
you can
twice.
do while you're gone.
I've watched it
I'm gonna watch
twice.
It's good.
tonight.
It's good, man. He closes
Oh, I
out
guess I
his
could watch it over there.
he closes out his dialogue or his Netflix commitment, and he brings it out up. But man, he sure knows how to push the buttons.
Tyler was telling me I need to watch it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
very,
yeah, I've heard.
it's awesome though. Yeah, I
I've
love
heard.
it. He
I
actually,
doubt it's going to be his last one.
No,
No,
it might
I
be
think he's
his last
gonna have
one.
another
It'll be
contract
his
with
last one with Netflix, maybe, because he's big enough now and he could be his own Netflix if he wanted.
Bro,
to.
yeah.
He's got his own brand. Like,
yeah.
but
Make your own thing.
I think he did very well with it.
All right, hold on. Did you? Could you keep cutting me off? Did did you watch the Free Guys?
Yes,
Never heard of it.
What'd you think of it?
sucked. I didn't.
I was
It was
kinda
okay.
confused.
Yeah,
Ryan, it was a Ryan Reynolds movie. It's
It was
kind of
more for-
Oh, I did see that.
with the glasses.
it was
okay. It's weird.
Superheroes wear the glasses.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. It was weird.
It was entertaining. For
It's
an
like
hour and a half.
you want it to be. You want it to be.
more than what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it seemed like a real weird love story
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it
and a
was.
pair of tennis
It was
shoes.
kind of like that movie where the dude like goes in the game, like they're super broke and he has this little thing where it's in his
Oh,
car.
Ready Player One. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's
It's
the
like
dope.
Ready Player One was good.
Ain't that Garrett? Ain't that Spielberg?
It is Spielberg.
You got a mic, Garrett. I want more Garrett's voice.
They got a second one.
Gary, we got any more comments over there?
We need the comments.
Comments. So Travis Burke wants to know if you like fighting lighter or heavier.
Do I like making the weight at 135? I mean, if I do it right, it doesn't matter.
What do you prefer?
I like 35. Yeah, that's why I chose that because Sean Shelby asked me, he's like, what do you want to do, 35 or 45? It's like, we got a shit ton of 35ers, but we need some 45ers. I said, put me in 45 for right now. I want to go back. I want to go back to 35 because I feel like I could be the champ there, but put me in 45 for now. And I guess that guy turned down the fight. So I'm 35. It is
There you go. Now you can think you can be the champ. Do it.
the champ.
Any more questions, comments, concerns?
Nothing. Okay.
All right. Hey, guys. Well, if you got any, we're almost an hour in with Brandon Davis. We're going to keep it rolling for a little bit. What else you got on the agenda after the fight? You going to keep driving for UPS, or are you going to pick up a contract with the UFC and go fight 5 times a year? Or are you going to?
I mean, I already got the contract, but
It's a one fight contract?
4 fight.
Four fight?
fight.
Yeah. So unless the UFC starts giving me the benefits that UPS has, and I guess I'm gonna be staying with it for a little while.
That's awesome, though, that you found a career outside of just fighting because, like you just said, benefits. You have family. But UPS is super cool with you guys doing this, right?
Yeah, I have to use like my vacations and stuff, but it's worth it. Like I'm going to work in the morning till probably 5 to 9:30, and then I'll leave out, go take a shower, and head to the airport.
Oh, well,
And how long will you be going? Till Saturday night, Sunday morning when you flying back?
Fly back Sunday morning. Flight's at 6 a.m.
Flying into Gulfport, flying into NOLA?
Go for it.
Gulfport, guys.
that's,
All right,
that's
so,
the easy one.
so when he wins, you guys, we want y'all to be there at the airport with signs and welcome him home.
Meet me downtown to drink a beer.
There you go. We'll put some of that weight back on. Then
All
he's
right,
going to cut
well,
off.
I got some pink dress run October 23rd. We got a few things in here.
Yes.
Go to pinkdressrun.com. We're raising money for breast cancer. Come out in your dress.
Pink dress run.
Yeah, it starts at registration's at 8. It's a 5K this year.
I don't know if I can do that.
We got to do a 5K, and then we're doing a $500 best dress.
Nice.
But yeah, just definitely be there for the pink dress run. Gary, do we have any photos of any of the dress still, or do we take that out at the top?
I wish we had the new dress that you showed me earlier. So Jordan made a new dress for this year, and it's quite revealing.
Provocative. Nip slips? Nip slips?
There could be some nip slips. There
Well, yeah,
could be
it's-
some nip slips
Yeah. Okay. Sorry guys, we don't have any photos. I'll have next show. We'll definitely have our photos in.
for sure. And we got some good shows coming up for you guys too. I booked another one today, so
We got definitely got some stuff coming up. We got to start creating random stuff too, because we've been doing. We kind of That's our favorite thing is to create.
Yeah.
So do you like
Coming
it too?
along. We're coming along as cartoon, man.
That's what I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting on.
Dude,
I
we
hear
really
good
have. We've
things.
been working on it, and so
I'm hearing good things.
all right, guys. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all go check out Brandon on Saturday. See y'all later.
All right, take care.
Oh, that was a good one.
I got the yellow ribbon. So, you know, it's okay. You know. How many times did you sit back just relaxing? Understand movements coming in, yeah, we got the packs in. I don't really wanna see no more traffic. Last pack just came in, let's get it out quick. Wanna be okay, wanna be alright.